Yes, I'm Craig Lewis. I heard the theme was dark and humorous, much like I tried to be at the best of times. My wife may beg to differ. So yeah, I'm going to read some poetry. I wrote several based around this theme. So yeah, let's begin. This was called Date Night. It was their first date. Derek fell asleep in the middle of their conversation. His finances secure, but he's so poor without concentration. His date is of the Tinder generation, and Derek's pushing 50. His record collection holds every song did by Lionel Richie. See, Derek's a lonely man that could be envy of lovers holding hands, and thought he'd find solace becoming a member of OnlyFans. His alias is Mr. Sugar Daddy because he has loads of grams. And if you ever did see his date, you say he's punchy. The fact he fell asleep on his date is saying something. And then the waiter comes with a plate of fresh lobster, of a food that selfish she takes and gets stuck in, and she doesn't even wake him. Since the second date was not arranged, she rinsed him and asked the waiter for their finest bottle of champagne. And after she did all the eating and drinking she could do, she then woke him up and said, "Oi, the bill's due." Thank you. My next one's called The Unsolved Mystery. A mystery was his cause of death. No forced entry to his house was found. The moment he took his last breath, none but his black cat was around. He named the beryl, her nature was feral. She once detached a mouse from its tail with her paws. Arriving through windows, she doesn't do doors. Now back to the deceased, this gentleman Paul, whose body lay stiff and cold on the floor, and chunks of his flesh had been eaten. And from the stench in the room, one may assume that his death didn't occur this evening. The hours must be plenty more. In the time that Paul has been led lifeless, Beryl has not been fed, I'm sure. For her, there was nothing in. She's been through the fridge, she's been through the bins. Let's assume that a food shop was due. Countless missed calls were found on his phone from his loved ones that couldn't get through. Now they harbor in worry and pain. It reminds me of a tale from memory lane, of a cat owner deceased for 24 hours plus. Starvation can drive a cat to scavenge remain, but this doesn't mean for this cold blood murder that Beryl's the one to be framed. Okay, this next one's called A Haunted House Abandoned. A haunted house abandoned sits down by the hill. Unchaperoned, no neighbors here. The tales from there just may be real, Tracy said to Brandon. Let's stay one night and face of fear. Such words she whispered in his ear. And so they packed a bag for the night, an adventure to recall in their journals to write. The skies were bright when they arrived. When the sky had turned black, a full moon would glide up to the roof of the sky. As they looked through the window, it stood like a spy. The candles were lit in the room. The coffee tables pulled close to the sofa. They're playing a game of poker. Sharing a bottle of wine, and 7 p.m. is the time. Then some strong winds and drizzle combined. They assume that the draft's from outside, so throwing on extra layers is what they do. Next thing they hear noises upstairs and start saying a prayer or two. Oh Lord, will you keep us protected this night, that we may not be harmed by neither ghost or ghoul in sight? As the eyes opened, several appeared, but their presence had not left them scared. The Dutch courage must be from the wine that was shared. However the case, they now feel accomplished in this haunted space, tipsy or sober. They're sat now with these ghosts playing a good game of poker. This next is called Her Beauty is Fair. Her beauty is fair, has locks in her hair, but her choices of lovers is rare. A beast from the east known to glide through the air, with this fine dame has a love affair. The position she's taken, not many would dare. What's the attraction, we asked? He appears at a window, then taps on the glass. She lets him in. The love-making begins. The moonlight's in sight, experiencing ecstasy, oh, the delight. He touches her neck with beastly love bites and leaves her in slumber before the sunlight has appeared. The scene she replays in her mind through the days, while the touch from his beastly hands she craves. His claws as sharp as a blade. Her father Dave had a whole different plan, to marry her off to a noble rich man, someone local she knew. But her father's dream she did not pursue, for the beast is the one that had captured her heart. She refused to let someone tear them apart. The time had now come for the beast's nightly visit. She spoke up the predicament so he could hear it. Then she fed him her heart, and now she's a spirit. Okay, my next poem is called And This Was the Tale. It's a Saturday night, a young couple betrothed, through Bristol streets are taking a stroll. What comes next their eyes will behold, a situation above, between someone they know and a grotesque figure with a darker soul, one which the police would find hard to control. The couple stand still, alarmed and afraid, taken aback by this scene being played, and have no way to prevent. This grotesque figure's a tower of strength, 8 foot in length and wide as twin doors. No need for a tool, this thing has got claws. And the one they know's head's just been stuffed in its jaws. It felt for a feast, their eyes are now making fall with this beast, and there's nowhere to run or hide. It's flight or fight, less time to decide. Will he be a man and protect his future bride, or swallow his pride and be eaten? This grotesque figure now crossing the road has just got hit by a lorry. They watched him explode. Oh, what a relief. And this was the tale of man against beast. Okay. This next one's called Thank God It Was Just a Dream. Woken by the urge to pee, the time I recall is 5 to 3, and at my window stares the moon, bright as day. Then to my dismay, a trash-diving grey raccoon is lurking in my front garden. Me thought this was a Yankee thing if I slept and woke up in Harlem. This the thought that hit my mind. I recall many sips of wine before this here occurred. I shout, be gone! My words are slurred. Oh God, I must be drunk. The cat's just gone in its tray, and my good Lord, it stunk. I wish this moment were a stunt. Now back to that raccoon I swear I think I saw, is standing there no more. As I'm looking out the bathroom window while I twinkle on the floor. How did I miss the loo seat? A puddle gathers round my feet. Then to kitchen I vacate with a crave for something sweet. Next thing I find the raccoon by the fridge munching cold meat. And this was about the time I found me jumping out my sleep. Thank God it was just a dream. Okay, this is my last poem for the night. This is called Woken in the Light. Woken in the light, opium in sight. This will be the mood for hopefully the night. Oh, he likes to write. A bard is what they call him. When his muse is MIA, on opium he's calling. Makes his paragraphs more graphic. In his mirror he sees Shakespeare, then starts knocking out some classics. His feathered pen he attaches to the corner of his bowler hat. Disturb him when he's writing, and he'll tell you to close your gap. He likes the silence loud, likes the applause he receives from nicest crowds. Doesn't get to write when his wife's around, she likes to give him chills. So he hits the opium at night, but waits until she snores. By the time the opiums warm off, he's written 3 or 4 poems to adore, and has faith that this amazing gift will open up the doors, and land him lots of tours. So he's free from all the chores his lady likes to give. Can you mow the lawn? Can you mow the lawn and drive me there and watch the kids? So yeah, his downtimes when she snores, he'd be stuck without the opium on which he likes to call. Each time he looks into his mirror, It's Shakespeare that he saw. Thank you.